Today, we're diving into one of the most highly anticipated films of the year 2023, Ridley Scott's Napoleon. You've probably seen the trailers, and maybe you're wondering if the film lives up to the hype. Well, stay tuned, because in this video, I'm going to break down the highs, the lows, and everything in between in my review of Napoleon. First things first, Ridley Scott's epic historical drama is a deep dive into the life of one of the most famous and controversial figures in history, Napoleon Bonaparte. The film focuses on his rise from a military genius to an emperor, while also exploring his complex relationship with his wife Josephine. Let's get into what worked, what didn't, and whether this film is worth your time. Let's talk about the story. Napoleon gives us a panoramic view of Napoleon's life, focusing not only on his legendary military conquests, but also on his personal struggles. The narrative jumps between intense battle scenes and more intimate moments of his personal life, particularly his turbulent marriage with Josephine. While the film does attempt to balance both sides of Napoleon's life, I think some viewers might find that the pacing can be a little uneven at times. There's so much ground to cover, and some plot points feel rushed. Now, let's talk about the performances. Joaquin Phoenix takes on the role of Napoleon. And wow, does he bring the intensity. Phoenix absolutely owns the character, portraying Napoleon as both a brilliant tactician and a deeply flawed, almost obsessive man. His performance is filled with this raw emotional depth that makes you feel both empathy and frustration toward him. It's definitely one of his best performances to date. Vanessa Kirby plays Josephine, and while she's not in as many scenes, her presence is commanding whenever she's on screen. She brings a sense of elegance and vulnerability to the role, especially in the emotional moments of the film. The chemistry between Phoenix and Kirby is palpable, and their relationship is at the heart of the movie, which I really appreciated. That said, Napoleon does have some pacing issues. At 2 hours and 40 minutes, it sometimes feels like the film drags, especially in the second act when we get bogged down by more personal drama. It's not that these moments aren't important, they really are, but the film could have trimmed some scenes to keep the momentum going. I'm sure some viewers will find themselves wishing for a tighter edit. As for the themes, Napoleon is all about power, ambition, and the cost of greatness. We see how his relentless drive for control over Europe comes at the expense of his personal relationships and his own happiness. The film doesn't shy away from showing his flaws, which gives the character more depth than a simple hero or villain. It's a fascinating exploration of what happens when ambition consumes you, but I think the movie could have gone deeper into the psychological aspects of his personality. So, is Napoleon worth seeing? Absolutely, yes. While the pacing issues and some narrative choices might throw you off at times, the film is still an incredible cinematic experience. Joaquin Phoenix's performance alone is reason enough to watch, and Ridley Scott's direction is as grand as ever. If you're a fan of historical epics, you're going to love this movie. So, that's my review of Napoleon. What did you think? Are you excited to see this movie, or do you have reservations? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any future reviews. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.